What is up, everyone? Galactic here, and today we're gonna be starting our next series on the channel. Quite early, I know, but felt like you guys didn't want to see paladins all the time. Anyways, this is gonna be a Terraria playthrough, my favorite game of all time. Uh, it's gonna be an expert mode mage playthrough to be exact, with some rules and challenges. Uh, Our first rule is that any life crystals we find to raise our maximum life the first one we find can be used, and then any other ones that we find after that can only be used after we kill a boss. So after we kill the first boss we can use one, after we kill the second boss we can use one, and so on and so forth. Um, Also, this is a mage playthrough, which means our lovely Arabella here can only damage with weapons that have the magic damage type. Um, no melee damage, no summoner. Some people do allow summons, like one summon for just generic playthroughs, but I like to keep summoners over towards, well, the summoners. I'm not gonna use a summon this series. Um, this series will be more of a once a week thing, just because of how long the video is. Um, Especially when the bosses come into play. Since this is expert mode, I won't be surprised if all the if I'm gonna be taking one or more tries to defeat a boss. Um, Anyways, I said that there was gonna be challenges. So the challenges. We are going to um we're going to collect every boss trophy in this playthrough, and the main goal is to uh, defeat the final boss, which is Moonlord, using the best mage gear we can get. Um, I'm very excited for this series. I've always wanted to record Terraria gameplay because of how much I love this game. Um, I'm finally doing it with my favorite class playthrough in the game, which is the mage. Uh, yeah, I mean, it's kind of a tie between mage and melee, but I just really like mage. I mean, who doesn't like magic? Magic is great. uh, sorry, excuse me. One of the things here that's kind of bad is that the corruption here is very close. It's on the left side, very close to our spawn, which means we're gonna have to deal with that early. We're gonna have to deal with it before we fight the wall of flesh. Which means we're gonna have to get the demolitionist to move in and just blow a hole through the earth. Which is always fun. I mean, explosives are fun to use. But yeah, it just sucks. Also, we don't have Crimson, which means we're not gonna be able to get Ichor this playthrough. Which means, Curse Flames, I guess Curse Flames is okay. I mean, it's alright. And, in expert mode, slimes can get kind of overwhelming, especially for new characters. And, yep, as y'all see here, our first death is by slimes on the first day. Crazy, right? Anyways, after she respawns, Arabella cuts down some trees and fights some mean slimies because we need to get our first base built. As you can see at the top of the screen, it's getting nighttime. It's we're racing against time right now. Um, because, uh, if we don't get our first, base made, we, are gonna have to fight the night mobs, and frankly, I don't think she wants to do that right now with just a wand of sparking. Not until we get some better defense, a little bit more life, and better weapons. Because, trust me, the wand of sparking is not a great weapon. As you can see, it has no knockback whatsoever. I mean, yeah, it gives enemies the on fire debuff, but there's no knockback. And no knockback is never fun, because sometimes you need knockback to kind of keep groups of mobs at bay, um, instead of just running. But here, she's gonna just cut down some more trees and kill some slimies. The gel is gonna be good though, so killing the slimies is fine. Because we need torches, and, the money is always great. uh, and here we're gonna start building soon, after she just cuts down some of these trees. We need to just make some space. As you can see, I kind of hurried here. I really, saw how close it was getting to nighttime and was like, crap, I need to build this house before it gets nighttime, because I didn't want the guy to die, and I frankly didn't want to die a second time. Because who wants to die twice on the first episode? Anyways, this house ain't gonna be much yet. I'm gonna snazz it up later, but, yeah, let's cut to the finished product, shall we? Boom! How do y'all like it? I'll snazz it up later, but for now, that's how it stays. Arabella decided, that she wants to do a little spelunking. She wants to do a little caving. But, first she's gotta sort her inventory, because, you know, I'm one of those people. I cannot have cluttered inventories. It bothers me. I guess it's an OCD thing. I don't know. Consider it whatever you consider it. But I think the house looks nice for a little first base. I had to put the guide up in the attic, because he has a tendency of opening doors and letting monsters in, so I shunned him away up in the attic. But, yeah. She's just clearing her inventory right now. Soon we're gonna get the merchant to move in, which is good. We need him. But, yeah. Anyways, first Spelunker trip is always quite exciting. Um, I'm happy that this cave spawned over here by the right side, very close to our spawn. Makes it very fortunate of not having to explore out too far. But let's see what treasures we can find. Now, as she's gonna be spelunking, I want to talk about the series a little bit, in this new series. I'm gonna be uploading this one along with the Mastering Maeve series. I just wanted to come up with a new video to give a little bit of variety. um, just to show that I'm not just gonna stick to one playlist and not do anything else until that playlist is finished, because trust me, that Maeve playlist is not gonna be finished for a while. Anyways, this is a game I can definitely give tips about. As I said earlier, this is my absolute favorite game, and I've played it for a while. I've played it on PC, and I've played it here on, and I'm starting to play it here on PlayStation. Well, I shouldn't say starting. It was the first game I bought when I got the PlayStation. But, this is definitely a game I can give tips about. Because of how long I've played it, I know, a lot about the game. And, it's just a really great game. Even just the default, like, just the regular gameplay is amazing. There's so many different class setups you can try. And especially on the PC with mods, the game is even better. Like, it just gives it, this game just has a lot of variety and a lot of potential with mods especially. And as you'll see in a bit, as she goes down a little bit more into the cave entrance, you'll see the way I'm taking it very cautious while mining, using the platforms and the ropes to my advantage. This is extremely useful for beginner characters, especially on expert mode, because you're just so weak and fragile in the beginning. You die very quickly. Just one mob can kill you in an instant. So using platforms, blocks, and rope to your advantage is really gonna help. Also here the merchant moved in, which is really good, because the merchant is very helpful. The radar that she found probably won't be kept. I really only just put it on because, you know, I don't have anything else yet for accessories. But the radar isn't really that useful unless you're going to be making the cell phone, and plus even if it's just in your inventory, it'll still work. It doesn't have to be equipped. So I'm just equipping it right now just because. Why not? I hope you guys don't mind these longer episodes. I really enjoy making this type of gameplay. And here we find our first life crystal, which is great, which we're allowed to use. This is the only one we're allowed to use until we fight our first boss, and I don't use it in this gameplay or in this recording. I used it after I was done recording, so yeah. Here I'm gathering up cobwebs because you can get them and make danger sense potions, which is nice. Danger sense potions are always pretty helpful sometimes, especially later in the game, in transversing the temple. Yeah, and Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. um, like, as I said, as you can see here, I'm taking it very slow, very cautious. I don't want to make any mistakes, because enemies can spawn below you, and that's what the rope is for, to kind of slowly go down, or, you know, not to just jump down into the cavern and die from fall damage. Uh, you never want to jump into a pool of mobs. Like, if there's 5 slimes in the bottom of the cavern and you just jump down YOLO, you're gonna die. uh, you're gonna die. Especially a beginner character. You're most likely gonna die. Unless you got some great jukes and maneuvers to be able to get away, you're most likely gonna die. Here we find our first, room. Or underground treasure room. I don't go for it right away, because here I'm using the auto-aim feature that it was added to console. Just hanging onto the rope and just firing so the slime can't get me. It's a very good feature. I really like the feature sometimes. Depending on the weapon. If it's hard to aim, I'll use it. Just getting rid of the cobwebs so I don't step into them. Because they slow your movement speed and... Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making this video quite late at night, so I'm quite tired. Here she finds our first band of regen, which is a great accessory. And it can even be upgraded later in hard mode. And she's also going to be taking these planked walls to add to the house after she kills this meanie yellow slimy. See, with mining, I have a very particular way I like to place torches. I like to have everything lit up. And so this slimy had to go so I could place some torches up there. I like to have everything lit up because I like to look on my map to kind of make out a plan on where I'm going if I need to get back down into the caverns. Especially if I die, I'll look for the fastest way down, so I can get back down there and continue mining. Thankfully, this is a softcore character, so the only thing we drop when we die is money. Maybe I'll do a medium core character where we drop items on death. Maybe I'll do a medium core character, or not a medium core, a hardcore character where we drop all of our freaking items on death. No, not all of our items. Like I said, I'm sorry, I'm tired. Hardcore character where we drop... No, we don't... Hardcore character is where we die and just die. There we go. I'm so sorry. I'm also kind of free scripting right now. I have some script written, but it's not at the point where where the script is supposed to be, so I'm just kind of talking. But yeah, these planked walls are really nice addition to the house. I'm really gonna try to make our builds look nice in this playthrough. We're gonna try to do some farms, maybe even build suggestions from you guys. You guys might be able to suggest stuff to me. Stuff to build. Sound cool. But, yeah. Anyways, enjoy the rest of the splunking for a little bit. I think that's as far as we should go. Um, let's get back to base and plan for our next adventures. Thank y'all so much for watching, and tune in for more. How do y'all like the longer vids? Let me know. Till then, bye.